Hello everyone and welcome to part 12 of our Sims 2 Nostalgia series. I don't know where that came from. Hello everyone and really, for reals, welcome to part 12 of my Sims 2 Nostalgia series, which that actually works as a name, doesn't it? We've come a long way. Not quite at the end, but I can see the finish line in sight. So that's pretty great. So we're just going to jump right into it this time. We're going to start where we left off, well, a little bit before, at this picture of our gamer family. I think that's who these people are. And they're twins, which, oh boy, I completely forgot. I forgot so much about this family. My plan for them was to get divorced, in my memory at least. I thought they were gonna one was gonna cheat and then get divorced. And that could still happen actually, but I did not know. I didn't remember that they had more children. I thought they would live this loveless marriage and not have any more kids for that reason. But they're 3 kids deep now, so I don't know, I guess. I forgot about all of this plot. So again, here we are, back in their kitchen, and it's kind of a nice kitchen, and they're looking over their twins, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's gonna be hectic drama. Well, not drama, but yeah, drama. Life is drama, so. And Sims is drama, because Sims simulates life. Okay, next picky. Speaking of twins, this is where we actually left off. These are the daughters, the twin girls of the Sim I made called Jimmy Kimmel and his wife Francesca, and he's only vaguely based on the real life Jimmy Kimmel, the famous Jimmy Kimmel. Really, he shares name and race and general looks, but that's about it. So these are his daughters, and that is, you can sort of see Francesca, his wife's shoulder here in the front. And if I remember correctly, they were really fun to play. And oh, you know what I remember? I actually do remember. I initially made Jimmy Kimmel to be my first Sim abducted by aliens. But then it was with him that I found out I do/must have some kind of corruption in my game. Gosh, it's actually depressing because I was not able to get him abducted no matter what I tried. So that could only be an issue if there's something wrong. So, my plan from day one of playing, I guess it has always been just play until corruption makes playing impossible, then start a new game. And that's fine. It would be a little bit heartbreaking, to be honest, because I have so many families, and there's so much I want to see them do, and I've, in all my years of playing, as I said in the first part or second part, I've yet to, play a full generation of a family. The most I've done is, have Cassandra's generation have kids, but I've never even seen, Cassandra's generation get to old age. So there's still a lot to do. But anyway, so again, it's the Kimmels here, and I don't know, maybe I'll get some PE to figure out why I couldn't get him abducted by aliens, or anyone abducted by aliens for that matter. Okay, but moving on to the next. Alright, so just another angle of our baby girls eating their baby slop in their their socially feminine colored high chairs, looking adorable. And I think Francesca's not is one of those faces that is supposed to kind of be thought of as not conventionally attractive, but I thought over time, I thought she was really quite adorable and pretty, and the girls are too. And I love this little family. Um, if my memory serves me correctly, I did love them. I love all my families. I think. I don't think there are any duds, and I think maybe there's one dud, but I always find a way to make them endearing and fun to play. So, okay, next. Okay, that's a better look at Cassandra. See, or not Cassandra, Francesca. See, she's really pretty. Actually, I hate to even say that to imply that she's not, but I mean, I'm aware of how people view looks, and I think she's maybe not considered pretty by a lot of people's standards, but I think she's very pretty. Um, and part of that maybe is her me or me endearing her to myself, but either way, pretty is pretty, so she's pretty. Um, okay. Alright, just our little girls again. Uh, just looking adorable. Basically, they look like their mom, I think. And I'm guessing Jimmy, well, it looks like it's nighttime, and she's either, or maybe it's really early morning. I actually don't know. But I guess also with toddlers, just like in real life, you start the day whenever they're ready. So whatever schedule they're sleeping is when you're sleeping and not sleeping. And when they need to eat is when you should probably steal your meals or steal in a quick meal, or because it's not realistic in real life or in this game to do it any other way. Unless you're wealthy and you hire like a nanny, then you can keep whatever sleep schedule you want, basically. But so I don't know if this is morning or night. I don't know if Jimmy is at work or what, but maybe in a few pictures we'll know. Okay. Okay, just more of the girls eating, and more of them eating, and more. Oh, I am so. This is me. This is what I do. Okay, next. Okay, so new scene. She's had her shower. I don't know if it's morning or night. I don't even know if this is the same day, but this is Francesca playing with one of the girls, and I don't know where the other one is. And again, I don't know where Jimmy is. But let's see. Let's go forward. Oh, just more of them playing. And more of them playing with her ponytail stabbing her, as that hairstyle is wont to do. Oh, okay. This is a very blurry picture of the girls, but even though it's blurry, it looks adorable. But I'm betting the next is a clear picture. Yep. So, oh, I love this. This is perfect in every way. I hope, because they're posing, so I probably had someone actually take this picture, although it's possible that I just took it myself and had them pose. But I would love it if they were posing because like their mom was taking the picture, and now this picture exists in their like inventory for all of them to have and look back on. That would be great, but I don't remember them having a picture in the house like this. But who knows? There's so much I don't remember. But again, I love this picture. I love their winter clothes. Although I definitely don't know their like, even if I knew their names, I wouldn't know who was who. But I don't know their names even. Do I? No. Wait. I feel like I gave them Italian names. That doesn't really help me though. But I'll just say the Kimmel girls. I don't know which is which, but the Kimmel girl in the front, she is not quite dressed for the weather. It's very pretty. I do love that coat, but it's more for like spring. And even her sister isn't quite dressed for the weather. It's a bit light, but it is. They're both wearing outdoor clothes at least, and it's a really cute picture. And it's like they're standing perfectly, like they're perfectly apart from each other, and they're perfectly able to get like the one in the front is standing in a perfect way to allow her sister's moose ears to be seen and not blocked. I love it. And the snowman is also in the picture. I love that. I love that they all I just love this picture. Okay. Okay, and then this is a close up of just the girls. Um I guess okay, so they have their dad's eyes because Francesca has blue eyes and they both have brown eyes. So I'm noticing that. They're very cute. This is a great picture. Okay, so we're still with them, and the girls are gone from their snowman, but now we can see better their whole house. Oh, it's one of these houses. I just got a flash of a memory of playing this kind of house and expanding it, and then I had two sets of twins, and it was crazy. That's so funny. It was twins. It was two sets of girl twins and two sets of boy twins. Wait, not two. It was a set of girl twins and then a set of boy twins. And it was like, and I had to make the house bigger, but it was so fun to play that. And it was basically a house just like this, maybe even this house. But that was a playthrough from like years and years ago, like a decade or more ago. So, and that was actually a black family. So that was nice. I haven't done that as much here, and I should. Yeah, I've complained about my own playing practices in previous parts, not to be a broken record, but I don't love how much I default to white is all. And you know what else I don't love is those trees. I don't know. They make my skin crawl if I'm being honest. They're not even just scary. They're not even scary. They're just creepy. Like it like triggers the same thing in me as like trypophobia. Like if you are at all aware of that, I don't even know what to call it. It feels a bit much to call it a condition or a disorder, but it's just this thing of being freaked out by holes. And for years I didn't have a name for it until my roommate told me, like I told her about this thing, like how I felt about some image we were looking at, and she was like, "Oh, I think you probably have trypophobia." This was like 5-6 years ago, and I'm like, "What is that?" And I did the worst thing you could do. I googled it, and it was nightmarish. It was like, "Oh God, I do have that all my life," and yeah, it's gross. But it's the funny thing for me. It's not just holes. It's like all sorts of different images in that category that make my skin crawl. And like this is not holes. These trees are not holes, but it freaks me out in the same way that certain types of hole patterns do. But anyway, so again, here we are with our Kimmel family. Maybe they had a snow day. Maybe it's a weekend, because the girls should probably be in school, or it's just after school hours. I have truly no way of knowing, so I shouldn't even try to guess. But there's Francesca in the front, or in the hallway there, and there's one of the girls in front of the TV, and we've still yet to see Kimmel, the dad Kimmel, or what am I trying to say? I guess, well, I said what I'm trying to say, but in a weird way. Father Kimmel, because we've seen Mother Kimmel, but we haven't seen Father Kimmel, and I don't know where the other girl is, and that's probably fine. Someone's talking in the back there. I think I see a speech bubble. But moving on. Okay? We might be out of there, or maybe one of the Kimmels is shopping. And oh yeah, because that looks like it could be Francesca in the green back there. So probably we're still with the Kimmels, and I just happened to notice Jason Larson and decided to take a picture of of him from this angle. Yeah, I like this picture. Okay. Oh, and I'm noticing other people here too. Who is that? Is that Brandy? Or is that... I don't know. You know what I don't see is a plumb bob anywhere. So I actually don't know who I'm controlling. But I guess I know it's not either of these people. But I'm not even sure who this sim is, who the female sim is here. I Maybe this isn't Tara though. Tara has red hair. I don't know. Maybe it's a townie. Okay, next. Okay, so we are still with the Kimmels, and finally we see Jimmy, and it is real proper snow day. It is just a snowy mass, and they're playing, or they're having a snowball fight. So, but yes, they are playing. That is playing, but yeah, they're playing a snowball fight. Yeah. So that's cool. Finally, we see him. That's Jimmy. It's not a great shot of him. Can't really make out his face and features, but that is him in the red coat, obviously. And those are his girls, and they are bonding. They're whole bonding. But I am remembering the trouble of getting him abducted, so that's a real sign of corruption. So that's now like weighing on me. But let's not think about the bad. Moving on. Okay, just I love that's one of the girls is reeling back in this one. That's such a nice moment to capture. Okay, and this one looks really almost whited out, or like I don't know, like the flash went off or something. It's like a proper snowpocalypse look. Um, but yeah, I love the dad and his daughters are playing. That's lovely. Okay, and then just more, just aiming for each other. Um, Wonderful. Oh, and then the girls, there they are building in proper. Oh, you see, I bet you that's what that was. You can like see, or I can see like my train of thought. I bet what happened was the girls went like switched to their like default outdoor clothes, which were those as you saw earlier, the like it was more like springtime clothes were their outdoor outfits, and then I had the mom go to the boutique to buy them proper winter uh, jackets, and that's what they're wearing now, so they could make their snowman in proper winter clothes. Is what this is what I think happened. How this all progressed. Good, because now they're dressed appropriately. That's good. Okay, they finished yet another snowman on their property. I'm so tempted to call this a snow woman because I don't know, I just don't love how it's always snowman. A woman could wear a hat like this. Why must we default to man on like everything? And I know that sounds probably like maybe an annoying complaint to anyone listening, but I think it has some real psychological ramifications when you have a default type of human in your head. Like me defaulting to white families is probably not a good thing, and people defaulting to like maleness in their heads probably not a good thing for everyone else, right? So I think it's good if we check that kind of stuff and like are better. So I'm gonna call this a snow woman. Women can be big and wear hats and scarves. But yeah, you know what I'll do? Like if it's a girl making it, snow woman, and if it's a boy, or boy, man, girl, woman. If it's a boy or man, I'll call it a snow man. That's that's how I'll do that. I will probably forget this and not do this, but that's a more logical system in my opinion. But it's so deeply ingrained in me to call these snowmen. So we'll see. But moving right along, there's a dog, not their dog. I don't think they have a dog, but I love the expressions on their faces. It looks like they're like marveling at their work. Um, they're adorable. I'm seeing actually they do look quite a bit like their dad, not so much like their mom, but I can see their mom's features too. I guess a good blend of both parents. But moving on. Okay. Oh, why is she dressed in her, I don't even know, formal wear? Why is she in a tutu now? I don't remember why this is like this is, but I guess I tried to have them pose again for another picture to have them be wearing like proper winter attire, or at least that's what I would have thought this was, except for the part where one of the girls is now not in winter attire and is instead in a tutu, which I don't know, is this her everyday or I don't know. Moving on. Okay, this is a picture of, I guess, the inside of their house, and I probably took it to like, because I love taking pictures like that look real with the walls up and the ceiling showing, so that's probably what this is. Okay. Okay, and now, oh, this is like a turkey dinner. Wow, she went all out. I wonder if I cheated her this skill level of cooking, or if I had her learn it the honest way, because that takes a while to get to be able to prepare a meal like this. But I think she was a townie, so maybe she already had a high cooking skill. I feel like she might have even been a maid. No, I don't think she was a maid. But yeah, so I guess I don't know. I have no memory, so yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, there go one of her little girls to dinner, about to eat what is maybe I could interpret as like a Thanksgiving dinner or possibly even a Christmas dinner. Um uh yeah. I don't know though. Okay, so it's just the two of them in this next picture. I thought the others would be joining them, but I guess not. Or maybe later, maybe in the next picture. Let's see. No, it's just the two of them eating. You know what I'm also remembering is how long it takes Sims to complete a meal when there's someone else at the table. They talk for so long and then take bites of their food intermittently, and it doesn't progress fast enough for my liking. So I don't love that. But you know what I do love? If I'm seeing this correctly, it looks like the tutu actually bends with her when she sits. That's great. I love that. But moving on. Oh wow. The sun went down while they were eating. See, that's how long it took. I don't know what time they started, but I can guarantee you they're taking longer than either would if they were eating alone, which I don't love, if I'm honest. I don't love that. But I wonder where I guess the other daughter just wasn't hungry. I'll never know because I don't remember. But moving on. Oh, okay, now she's joy and she is. Oh, I just remembered now. I just remembered that their everyday outfits were the same, and it was this. They both aged up into like tutus, and I think I kept it because I'm like, that's just adorable. And I know, like, IRL, like, there are lots of parents out there who indulge their kids they're they're like eccentric outfit ideas sometimes. Not always and not all parents, but I've seen it where parents will let their girls or boys like go out in like the princess dress costume that's supposed to just be for Halloween or for dress up time, or like the cowboy outfit that's also supposed to be for playtime, dress up time, or Halloween. But you know, they're like the little kid is really wanting to wear it, so sometimes mom and or dad will like break and just be like, okay, you can wear it. And I've seen kids at like the grocery store dressed like this on non-holidays. So I think that was my thinking, and I let them keep it. And I find it very peculiar and interesting. Maybe I should find it worrying that they both aged into the same outfit, because I did not buy either of them tutus. That was their everyday. So their Maxis slash EA given every day. So I wonder what that's about. I hope that's just a like coincidence, because oh boy, we'll see. We'll see what glitches and stuff I come back to. Okay. Okay, another angle. I like this angle. I like any picture where you can see the ceiling, and I like how it looks like the mom and daughter are like really engaged and having a real discussion and listening to each other. It's nice. It's cool. Oh, they have two phones that aren't even that far apart from each other. But that's kind of real life too, so I'll allow it. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, unfortunate negative interaction. Okay, and the daughter who started first is like wolfing down the last of her food. Lovely. Okay. Okay, and now she's done, but she's still sitting with mom and sister. They're really adorable. I love this family. Oh, okay, so now we're out of there, and we are in the Chancellor family. These are my, Lafayette, no. These are my, what is the university? Oh, in multiple of the older parts, I kept explaining and re-explaining who they were and what I did with them, so I won't be doing that until I'm actually playing. I'll do that, because, like, no one's gonna see, like, most of these, memory lane picture videos, so, but for now, I'll just say, this is Jenna and Brad Chancellor, who are the fraternity and sorority founder for I can never remember the name of the school, the Academy Latour, University. Um, yeah, they're the sorority founder. I keep wanting to say legacy founder, but no. But in a way, they are that too. But I don't play the legacy challenges like explicit. But like all of my couples are technically legacy challenge, unless there are rules about that, those types of families that I'm missing, but I'm always aiming to have the most generations possible and to have my family start from the bottom up, which is basically what I think the legacy challenge is. But anyway, so yeah, this is them in their home, and they've obviously moved out of university and graduated, and they now live in Pleasant View. I should have had them like move into Blue Water Village just to like make those neighborhoods more exciting and more full of characters I care about. So, but yeah, here they are snuggled up on the couch. Okay. Just more of that. And more of that, but closer. Okay, now they're doing the cuddly, snuggly things. I think this is a really cute interaction, regardless of who's doing it, and cute. Okay, more of that, and more of that. Alright, I love to overdo it. Just gonna go through these here, but before I move from this one, they're making out. They're making out, and it looks like intense. as this interaction tends to. Cute and also sexual. Okay. Oh yeah, that's quite sexual. She's grabbing his butt, so unmistakably sexual. I guess that's where the T rating comes from. Okay, moving on. Okay, good. We're gone. We're out. We are. Where are we? Is this their house? I think this is their house. Someone, probably Jenna, has prepared salmon for dinner. And that is a bouquet of flowers. That is from one of their amazing. What do they call those dates that are amazing? Dream dates. Yeah, they had at least one dream date together. And that's a really nice bouquet to keep around the house. Okay, she's just eating. And oh, I am actually not sure. Is this at their house and they're having company over? Or is this at someone else's house and they are the company? I honestly can't tell whose house this is. Anyway, so an unfortunate thing that I don't think I corrected before I stopped playing was that Jenna and Brittany have the same top on. So that's not ideal. And I need to fix that. But I'm just gonna guess we're at Jenna and Brad's place, and they've invited one of their many college friends. Okay, but let's see the next picture to know. Maybe we'll know for sure where we are. And before I go, though, I want to say I really like these curtains. Okay, moving on. Okay. Okay, so there's Adam. And I'm pretty sure this is Brad and Jenna's house. Yeah. And they're having a lovely dinner, and I guess Jenna finished hers, and Adam is just there. And we've left his plate on the table because he's probably not hungry yet, but it should always be there for the guest so they don't go hungry and have to leave your place. But I probably had Jenna come back to the table to take part in the conversation and, be a part of the dinner hour. And if I could control Adam, I would have had him sit down. But who knows? Maybe the next picture is him sitting down. Let's see. No, it is not. That's fine though. It almost ruins it that they're wearing the same sweater, but I do love this picture. But I do wish I had changed that. I could have quickly just had Jenna pop upstairs and change me. I think I've given, I don't know, like I always give my sim families like multiple clothing options. They never have just the one outfit, and Jenna and Brad would have been no exception. So I don't know what I was thinking, but it is what it is, because here we are and here's the picture and can't really undo it, right? So yeah. But yeah, there's Adam in the background, and yeah. Okay, next. Okay, so they're done. Okay, see, so Adam's finally eating, as I knew he would, because Sims visiting always eventually get hungry. But Brittany's sitting on the couch, and Jenna's probably put some dirty dishes away, and Adam is finally eating his dinner, and I don't know where Brad is. Okay, moving on. Brad's just, I guess, Adam's finishing up his dinner. And I love the little dinner dates. Inviting old friends is just so, I can't wait. That was like my biggest thing that I was excited to do, was when Brad and Jenna were finally expecting. I was excited to have like all their friends come over and throw them a baby shower. That was like, I'm so looking forward to doing that. That was like one of my plans before I stopped playing, and then obviously I never got to do it because I always stopped playing. So let's hope I'm able to, and let's hope it goes without any problems. Um, okay. Okay, why do I want to call everyone Angela? Um, what is her name? Like Brittany. Brittany is looking at her dude, at Adam, and yeah, they're cute. They're a cute couple. Okay. Oh, oh yeah, I got them a dog. That was like their training for being parents. Is what it was like a plot point. They thought they wanted to be parents, but they also wanted to like know if they'd be good parents, and then they got a dog. Who I can't remember if this is an adopt. Yeah, I think it's an adopted dog, not a from puppy, because I would have taken pictures of the dog as a puppy. So this is a one of those adoptable dogs, I think. There's Jenna giving him a bath. So that's cute. I forget his name though, but I am pretty sure it's a him. Watch me be wrong. I don't remember, but oh, okay, moving on. Okay, just more of that. Is it snowing or is that like yeah, it's snowing. The like bubbles don't go that far out. And also the shower is so dirty. Um but day in the life of a dog mom, I guess. Okay. Alright, yep, more of this. More of the shower or the bath. And more of it. And from a different angle it looks like he's about to get out. Oh, okay, so we're just on a completely different picture slash family. Um who is this is Worthington. And what is his first name? Francis J. Worthington. Um, what is he eating though? This food looks like not the typical food. It looks like chicken and broccoli. That's interesting. I don't know, but this is Francis J. Worthington, I guess dining out, and his story with Lucy is just the bee's knees. It's the best and one of my favorites. And again, they're all one of my favorites when I remember the details because it's like, it's all the stuff that makes me want to go back and play. Okay, moving on. Okay, good. In this picture we pan out. Oh boy, I think that's Jessica Worthington. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I made a sim called Jessica Worthington. I explained this before, but I'll do it again briefly. I made a sim called Jessica Worthington for Francis to marry and then divorce, and then I was gonna do all that with cheats, and I did do all that, I believe. Um, but I did that, or wanted to do that, because as you'll remember, Francis's last name is Worthington the Third. So anyone he marries, if they take his name, will be Worthington the Third for life, and then their kids would be Worthington the Third, which is absurd. And didn't mean to rhyme, but so I thought I want to keep the name Worthington, but it can't be that. So I had to marry Jessica Worthington and take her last name. Then they divorced, and now he just is Francis J. Worthington. And I decided to start the naming with him. So if he has a son, that will be Francis J. Worthington II, even though his story does include being the heir to a massive fortune, as his name implies, and like they build him up to be this wealthy guy, but he has like no money to his name, but he should. So I like cheated him money because he would. He's like, I built a backstory for him, and then I threw him into that story. I created the necessary things to uh, to match that story. So like, when he's done with college, he wouldn't just be going to like some little apartment. He would be going to his childhood home, which should be, as his name suggests, a pretty expensive one. And because he's, as his name suggests, he's wealthy kid, so I just had it so that his parents died in a car crash, and he's the first Francis J. Worthington, but his parents were wealthy in their own right, and they just didn't style his name after the dad's. Um, so yeah, so he's this guy, and I guess he's still in college because I think those are his college clothes. And in the background there, I see Jan Tellerman. I don't know who the red shirt guy is, but the guy wearing the reverse of the red shirt is my sim, Ron Livingston. And again, I believe the woman sitting over there is Jessica Worthington. I don't know if they're together or what, or if it's just a coincidence that she's here, or if this was just part of me playing the story I was creating for them, which was that he 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 had to eventually marry her just for that purpose. But moving on. Okay, now I'm even more lost. Oh, I guess we're at his home, his university home, because I know he started out at La Fiesta Tech in that beautiful home that it doesn't even make sense that you would. Well, I guess if you're wealthy enough, you could like buy a home near your college. I guess. I mean, you could. That would be a bit nuts, but you could. So yeah, he had the beautiful home, and he originally went to La Fiesta Tech because he was a bit of a rebel, and he was the kind of kid who was like a little bit modeled after after Logan from Gilmore Girls. That's a show I liked, and I should emphasize liked. Not to like. I mean, it's still I still have a soft spot for it, but the adult version of me can see some real flaws with that show. But anyway, so he's like Logan Huntsberger, except he's more like not, or at least originally he wasn't all proud to be rich, because like Logan was like he didn't want to be like his dad, but also he loved being rich. But like Francis is more like he didn't want to be like his dad and he hated being rich. But no, I guess not really, because here he is living in like this beautiful home, so not really, right? So he is like Logan. But he like to reject them is the story I made for him. Is like he rejected everything they were, and he tried to, but not really, because he was preppy too, like them. But the only thing he really rejected, because he wanted to like sort of piss off his dad. He was a bit of a snotty kid in this way. Instead of going to his father and mother's alma mater, Academy Latour, he went to La Fiesta Tech just to spite them, because it was the only way he could think to rebel, even though he's still using their money to live in this beautiful home that you can't even see all of in this picture. Let me go to the next picture to see. Yeah, I mean, this is a better view of it. Yeah, you can see him back there on the piano. Maybe, I don't know, did I go over his story? Because I guess I did, but I'll just briefly try to be brief about it, go through it again. As I was saying, despite his parents, he went to the art school instead of the prestigious school, the as I said, the Harvard of Sims. And then, like, while he was at his in his freshman year, his parents died in a car crash, and he was like broken up with pain and sadness, of course. And he felt so bad that he strived to be as good a student as possible and to go to Academy Latour as they had dreamed for him. And but at this point of me taking pictures, that clearly hadn't happened yet, but eventually it would. And then eventually what I did was I packaged his whole lot, this whole house, I believe, and then I moved it to Academy Latour. I think I did that because now it's been so long, I don't remember. Well, one, I don't remember, and two, I don't know how I would even do that. I can't remember how you do that, but I'm pretty sure I did that. So, but at this point in the storyline, he's still a La Fiesta Tech student, as you can tell by the desert landscape. Okay, moving on. Okay, so here he is in his home. He made spaghetti. Uh, Privileged, but like resentful of his privilege, as some a lot of real life privileged kids are. Well, not that many. Probably a way lower rate than is showcased in television and cinema. I think mostly they're pretty okay and happy about being very wealthy when you're born into wealth. So okay, but so the cheerleader and mascot, the annoying cheerleader and mascot are at his house. Really nice house. Okay, moving on. So yeah, his house was like, it was like its own version of a fraternity or sorority house. It could have been one, a fraternity house. It was so decked out. Like, look at it. Like, the backyard he has is so similar to the one I would later create for my Academy Latour or my Academy Latour students. But I'm actually realizing such thinking. I probably added some of this stuff because I always for almost every building space. Like, in fact, I think literally every building space, every dorm, even every community lot in every college, on every campus, I did stuff to it. Like, I'm pretty sure I added a double bed to every community lot on every university, just so Sims in college would have a place to woohoo, because there isn't one otherwise, which is nuts, because college kids would be, hooking up like rabbits. So I thought they should have one. So I'm thinking, especially with the way the lights are laid out, that's so me. So I'm guessing this wasn't originally how Francis's backyard looked, but it's probably close enough. You get the idea. He's loaded, or he should have been. That's why I had to do all that. I had to make him a mansion, and I had to set it up in a way that was this is where his parents' room was, and this was his childhood room, and you'll see that later. I don't think we've seen pictures of that. No, we couldn't have, because he's still in college in these pictures. So this was before he graduated. Okay, we're moving on. Just another angle of his backyard. He has everything. Well, not everything, but a hammock, a pool table, the bubble blower, not the keg, not. Really, the keg is the only other college thing he doesn't have. Okay. Okay, just more of his backyard, and he's cooking, I think. And more of it, and I added a speaker, or I'm just noticing there's a speaker back there. Okay, so he's grilling burgers for no one, because he's very lonely. I'll say that this is after his parents have died, and this is the version of Francis who is striving to be, to transfer to Academy Latour. So, yeah, Francis is cooking up, he has guests over. I don't know. This is just, I don't know. Moving on. Okay, so this is just the same picture with the walls up, basically. Okay, moving on. Okay, he's finished the burgers now. He's set them on the counter now. I probably added that counter. I always add a counter next to a grill, because there needs to be a place for the sim to put the food. So, yeah. Okay, now we are at one of the Academy Latour Greek houses. The male one, the fraternity. Yeah, I can tell because it's boys and they're sleeping on the floor, which is an option if you're living in a Greek house. If you click on the sim, they have the option to just sleep on the floor. I guess to simulate passing out is what that's supposed to be. Um, oh my gosh. And I think I can see this is in this stage of my playing. I think I had Francis finally transferred to Academy Latour as his parents always wished for him, because I'm pretty sure that's his house in the background there. I'm pretty sure, pretty darn sure. Because what else? What other house has a hammock? I mean, it's not like so unique, but it kind of is. Okay. Okay, so this is a picture of inside the fraternity house, and you can better see the fraternity boys sleeping on the floor, and that is, I don't know, I don't remember his name, but he's eaten the last slice of pizza, I think. Um, but yeah, so this is the frat, and it is awesome, beautiful, spacious. But okay, moving on. Okay, and then this is just an overhead shot of the boys sleeping on the ground. Yeah. Oh, there's some like half-eaten pizza slices. This was probably after a party. Okay. Okay, just overhead more of like the keg. And are there people there? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Okay, but moving on. Alright, a lot of dirty dishes, but this is why they have a maid, which the cost of which is just taken out of their fees. So many fees for college and fraternities and everything. But I'll go over the details of that much later. Alright. Okay, and then this is just everything with the walls up, I guess. Yeah, but moving on. Oh, that curtain, though, is pretty unnecessary for the kitchen. I'll probably remove that. Okay, moving on. Okay, so many pictures of them, and I think that guy is now, instead of going to his bed to sleep, he went to take a nap on the couch. It makes for a good picture, even though they get better sleep up in the beds upstairs. But okay. Alright, now we are at, oh, these people, these are like Sims that came with the game. They came with University, I forget their, oh, one is called Marla Biggs. A very kind of insulting name. I'm pretty sure that's because she's like big, but yeah, that's 2004 for you. And then I forgot what the guy's name is, but spoiler alert, they're destined to be together. And I had them like, they too sort of originally scoffed at the idea of fraternities and sororities. Well, he did, but she was actually very interested in joining the sorority, so he pretended to want to too, and eventually just, yeah, they are the next candidates for Academy Latour's fraternity and sorority. So just spoiling it all, and that's fine. But here they are looking at a fish tank. So, alright. Okay, more of fish tank watching. Here's them hanging out. They have a really, oh yes, they have a really nice piano, because I gave Academy Latour, because this is an Academy Latour dorm, and what I did was give Academy Latour dorms like all the best stuff, like the best or near the best things, the best couches or near the best couches, and meanwhile the other schools, their dorms are a little bit more junky. Um, but yeah, that's how you'll know an Academy Latour dorm is the piano. They have the best pianos, the most expensive anyway. So yeah, so these are Academy Latour students, and they will eventually be Academy Latour Greek kids. Okay. Okay, so this is what's her face? This is Worthington, the Worthington, Jessica Worthington, who I made in Create a Student. Not, I mean, it is Create a Sim, but I specifically made her in the University Create a Sim, which is, I think, called Create a Student. Maybe it's not officially called that. Whatever. But I made her to be, I already explained. She will give her name to Francis J. Okay. Oh, I made, what's his name? Umair Khan. That's this guy's name. I remember. See, because we're getting close to the more recent. Like, these are technically and actually and literally the most recent pictures I took. The last pictures I took before I stopped playing. So, maybe I remember things. No, but I'm not remembering some things great. But I do remember his name. His name is Umair Khan. And he is a university student. And I'm trying to remember which one. I think Academy Latour. Yeah. I think all of these are Academy Latour students. I can't remember why I made him. I might have made him just for a specific sim, but I don't remember. But anyway, here he is. Alright, next pick. Okay, so here's Jessica and Angela, and they're wearing the same, like, category of clothes. They're both Academy Latour students and fraternity sisters. I think I threw Jessica Worthington into the sorority, into the Academy Latour sorority. I wish I remembered the name, but I don't. But yeah, so here's them, and Angela looks really skinny in this picture. But I'm sure it's just the angle. So, okay, moving on. Okay, another angle. You can better see how Jessica looks, and when you look at her, when you get a good look at her face, you notice she just basically looks like Brandy Broke. I think, well, yes and no. But, yeah, mostly yes. I would have laughed, but I had to yawn. But that's such a interesting expression on her face. Okay, moving on. Okay, just more of them talking about films. Alright, and that's our Angela getting a slice of pizza. I love how they actually animated the Sims chewing. That's good job, EA Maxis. Good. Okay, and then this is the girls talking at. This doesn't look like they're for their sorority though. I don't remember though. I don't remember what their kitchen looks like. But they're talking about, I don't know what that is, a cruise ship, or I never know what that icon is actually. But moving on. Kind of looks like a drain. Okay, now moving on. Okay, they're just eating pizza and eating pizza and eating pizza. And I really don't think this is their sorority actually, but I don't know where it is. Is this before? No. This couldn't be before Angela joined the sorority. This was, I don't know what this is or when this was, but okay, moving on. Okay, I think Jessica's getting another slice, and it has never been more clear to me that this is not their sorority. But maybe, I guess you know what this probably is. Yeah, you know what it really probably is I simply moved Jessica into because she wouldn't automatically get into a sorority. She would have to apply and do that thing where she creates a relationship with 3 of the members, and maybe this was me giving her a head start on doing that. She probably saw Angel walking by, and I thought, might as well give her a leg up on the entry process, it'll be faster if she like already is friends with one of the girls. So that's probably what this is. And just temporarily she had her own place. Because I knew my plans for her. Alright. Okay, and now this is her. I think this is her in the sorority eating burnt food, and she's playable, so I guess she got in. And it works just like that. Not really, but that's just how the pictures worked out. Man, that that window should not be there. It's intersecting with the fireplace. It looks all wrong. Something I'll have to fix when I play again. Okay, this is, I think I actually know her name. I think it's Vin Cocker? Is this Vin? Or is Vin the other one? I guess I don't really know her name. One of their names, one of the sorority girls' names is Vin Cocker. But I don't know. This is one of the sorority girls, whatever her name is, watching television. Okay. And this is her, she's, I guess, watching sports, because only with sports do Sims make faces at the TV, so, yeah. Okay, and this is us back with Marla Biggs and her, oh, Phineas. I remember his name, Phineas. But here he is just studying while he still lived in the dorms before he was a fraternity bro. Okay. Alright, just another angle of that. And this is, whose house is this? I knew it was a house though. I was like almost gonna say sorority or fraternity, but no, this is Francis's house, and yes, he is clearly moved to the campus, to the Academy Latour campus, because his lawn is grassy and not desert anymore. So that's a big, huge clue. Yeah, okay, moving on. It looks like he invited a bunch of the sorority and fraternity people. He probably made friends with just one of each, and then chose the option to like invite household over, which Sims can do. Oh, and I see Lucy, I think, over there in the kitchen. Yeah, so good, cool stuff. And someone's picking up pizza in the back there. Whoever has the plum bob over their head is collecting the pizza from the pizza lady or man. I can't quite tell from this distance. And I'm assuming that's Francis, because he's the only controllable person who lives here. So, yeah. And the only person who lives here, period. Okay. Oh, this weird thing that Sims do when they're, I don't know, cowards or shy or something. They'll like chicken out of going into the pool, or using specifically the diving board. And I already remember I took a bunch of angles of this, so let's just go through them. We'll count this as 1, 2. Oh, okay, I remembered wrong. Well, I'm gonna go back. Okay, just to focus on this for a few seconds more. This is Lilith, and in this picture she has dyed her hair, or not dyed her hair, she has cut her hair. In the way I played her, the narrative here, she cut her hair and let it grow back in its natural color, which is red, and now she's just, at least at this point in her life, she was keeping it short and letting it be its natural color though, so it's no longer dyed, or at least it wasn't. I think last time I played her I did dye it again, so we'll see. Okay, next. Okay, so this picture, finally, this is a really nice picture, because Lucy and Francis finally met. And it was lovely, and look at them, they're actually talking about money. The story writes itself. And maybe narratively, like, what's her face, Angela also invited her sister, not just Lucy, because I don't know if I made it clear earlier, I'm sure I did, but Angela and Lilith eventually grew to respect each other's differences and not hate each other and to be on good terms while they were in university. That was the growing experience they had while at college. So, good stuff. College really changes you, but yeah, these are the two who are destined to be together, and Lucy's hair is still dyed blonde, but being kept short at this point in her life. Um, and she's relaxed her personal aesthetic and is wearing more like hippy dippy clothes. I don't know why I call this hippy dippy, but I do. Okay, next. Alright, so there's another angle. And okay, I guess this is all happening at the same time because you can see Lilith chickening out of using the diving board in the background while her cousin is over here getting to know Francis J. Worthington and discussing money, and we can just pretend that their expressions aren't so happy because this is supposed to be a really cathartic moment for him where he finally unloads and shares all of his sadness he's been holding in and had no one else to share it with all year, ever since his parents died. But moving on. Okay, here's Lilith and Francis and Lucy at the bubble blower, and this is right after Lilith had aged out of college, and so she's actually visiting as a dropout. But this was not like a sad dropout situation. It was like she realized what she wanted to do with her life and how it was so much more than what college had to offer, and so she left, even though she was doing well in school. And so she has her plans, which that I will save. That I will not spoil. I'll save that for actually playing. Um, so yeah, but so she was visiting as a 20-year-old who had not made it all the way through college. She dropped out at 20 years old, and this is just a moment, time where Angela invited her sister and cousin, and they drove up. Lilith drove Lucy up to the Academy Latour and to this party for the weekend for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they spent all 3 nights hanging out with Angela, getting to know her sorority sisters and all that, and it was great. And on Sunday night they met Francis, or Sunday evening, at least that's the story. So that is basically what happened. So but actually I think they actually did meet at Angela's. They definitely did before this moment, but then I also had Francis. Okay, I'm actually remembering how I did it. I'm getting so much wrong. And okay, but so what actually happened, what really happened, was they did the whole 3-day weekend hanging out with their sister and cousin, and then Angela had a sorority party on Saturday, but then Francis met Lucy and he liked her so much, and then on Sunday he had a party and he invited all of the fraternity and sorority people, and that's what this was, including Lilith. He invited, obviously, because she was spending the weekend there. So yeah, so that's what this is. So his party after he'd already met her. So this is the Sunday thing was actually a Francis party, not a sorority or fraternity party. Okay, alright. More of the bubble blower stuff. More of the bubble blower stuff. More of it. More of it. Okay, this is a lot of bubble blower pictures. Okay, finally they're inside eating pizza. And I like to think they're talking about Francis, and Lilith is asking, so you like him? Oh, I actually started even explaining Lilith's story here because I wanted to explain why she's wearing this outfit. It was before I had a chance to change her into an outfit more fitting of her personality. So right now, right here, she is wearing what she aged up into when she left college. That is why It is so hideous and not fitting for who she is. I guess I shouldn't say it's hideous, but it's not fitting for her personality. Later, I put her in a proper Lilith outfit. But yeah, for now, this is, or for then, because she doesn't look like this anymore, but yeah, then this is how she looked right after she graduated, or dropped out. Okay. Okay. So this is like, after all of that amazing weekend, amazing Friday, Lucy comes back to her friends, and this picture like really captures the distance she now feels with her high school besties and herself, because now she's been like introduced to this world of fun and privilege and intellectualism and uh, cool people that she was shunning all these years, when she now she realizes, feels she should have kind of been embracing, and she shouldn't have been so quick to judge. But here she is now, and I like that I put Kalea and I forget the Michael Dallas. I put them in like summery clothes because they live in a desert school, so they would be wearing summery clothes. But yeah, this is like, it perfectly encapsulates the or captures the distance Lucy feels, and how she's thinking of transferring, just like Frances did, and because she wants to be a part of that world now. Um, but anyway, moving on. Okay, the same picture with the walls up. Talking about the weather, I guess. Okay, oh, this is Lucy? Is she alone? Well, it's Lucy and maybe one other person at Paradise Spa, a spa place I'm so proud of. It's so nice looking. And it's so much nicer than the original that I built. So happy it really worked out that the first one didn't work out. Okay. Oh, so this is Lucy and Frances going out on a date. That's what this is. And their first date is at Paradise Spa. How fitting. Okay. And there's more of them just on their date together. And this is more of them on their date together. And Lucy is really pretty in a conventional way. And Frances is unique looking. Probably, he's handsome. Okay. Okay, and so he's having a burger because he's like totally chill. And she is having salmon because that is just one of the staples of this game, and it's agreeable, and it's a mixture of fancy and normie food. And I see that is Cassandra Goff in the background there. And you see, like, even despite my best efforts, they still chose a table that is stupid. They still chose a 3-seater table, even though there's just 2 of them. So I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna, like, there will be no 3-seater tables. If there's 3 in your party, you'll sit at a 4-seater table, and that's just how it's gonna be, because this is annoying. Okay. Okay, and just more talking about missiles and bombs, I guess. Yeah. And this is like one of the first times I think that I actually played, like, had Sims, like, be restaurant customers in this restaurant I built, the first ever restaurant I built. And I just thought this looked so nice, and that I did a pretty decent job for a first time Sims 2 restaurateur. What do you call those people? Restaurateur. Okay. And yeah, it's a nice big space, and there's 2 of everything, I believe. so that's cool. And you can see the chefs going to work there in that kitchen. I wonder if it would be better if it was just the one. If my memory serves me, it worked out just fine. But I wonder which chef is where the meals are being generated. If there's one chef responsible for the meals being generated to give to the customers, or if it's both of them where the meals are generated from. I'll check later. I was gonna say I guess we shall never know, but I can check when I play later. I'll watch what happens in the kitchen. Okay, and this is just seeing it all, and see, I could have the first row of tables should all just be 2-seaters. That's how I'll do it next time. Cause like that's how it is in a real restaurant anyway. They don't really ever make 3-seater tables. Like people will pull a chair and add it to make a 2-seater or 3-seater, but it's usually just 2 or 4, and then if you don't need the other 2 chairs, then you just leave them. So that's what I'll do next time. Okay, just more of this place and more of this space and the people inside. Oh boy, I love this picture though. This is so funny and perfect. I took it strategically. Like the head of the woman of the chef, the cook, her head is like strategically framed, so it's hiding my Sims. Well, this is not my Sim. This is just a random streaker, but it's hiding his junk. We'll call it. But I think there's a better picture. Yep, this is a better picture of it. Because my Sims, I installed the nudity patch, or is that what it is? I installed something that takes away the blur, and it's the way to go in my opinion. It makes better pictures, like this one for instance. Okay, and I see Michael Dallas is on the computer in the background, so that means we are at La Fiesta Tech, which you can also tell from the desert landscape. So yeah. Okay, this is the best picture, because it like perfectly, her hat and head like hide what isn't even there. It's like Sims are Barbie and Ken dolls, so but it makes for a funny picture. Okay. This is like actually sexual harassment, honestly. So I'm pretty sure he's dancing around her. That is so inappropriate, dude. Okay. Alright, and this is Lucy back at her campus, at her dorm specifically. Well, her campus and her dorm, yeah. And she is listening to her MP3 player, which Sims, when they have that in their inventory, like anytime they come back from class, that's like what they do. But yeah. And they make the funniest face when they do it. And yeah, in this picture the walls are up. Cool. And okay, we're completely out of uni. And now we are with... Who are we with? This is one of my little apartments that I love, but I don't know who these people are. I'm gonna say women? Female Sims? I think these are female clothes. And I'm controlling them, but I don't know who these are. Let's see the next picture, and they'll give us an answer, maybe. That kinda helps. Okay, so one of them, so I like that I did that. I had one of them wear the, ninja hat, because I thought it makes a great, like, what do you call those, baklava for, winter weather. And yeah. Oh, because I'm trying to figure out who these are. I think these are Sims 2 sorority graduates. I think that's Cameron Miller, and Brianna. That's, I mean, that's, I obviously, the person in the, what's that? In the, what do you call this? In the ninja hat is not, you can't tell who it is, but I'm pretty sure I had Cameron and Brianna move in together, and this is their apartment, because they're one of the many Sims who are not origined in Pleasant View, so they don't have a history and they don't have parents. And even though my normal way of playing now, or not now, but when I last played was, because I say now because I used to play where I would just, after university, I would have my Sims just move into their own place. And then but in this last version of me playing, I decided it made most sense, now that I'm experienced with this IRL, people who graduate college, they don't just, usually they don't just automatically go and live on their own. They go back home and then they move out. And that's what I have my Sims with a history and family do if they're not orphans. But a lot of the Sims I'm playing now who are graduating are like basically orphans, so they have to like, that's why I even made these little apartments, so there could be these like small apartments that Sims could afford to live in if they like were, doubled up and became roommates and stuff. So that's what this is, and that's where they live. And then though I had them move into, definitely not Pleasant View, I had them move to Belladonna Town, which is again based on Belladonna Cove. I completely recreated Belladonna Cove, but I made it a downtown and called it Belladonna Town because I wanted it to be connected to Pleasant View, and that's where these two live. And these are former sorority girls, sorority women, yeah. And what was I gonna say? I'm pretty sure that's who this is. I remember actually that's who this is. Let's go to the next. Okay, so this is Cameron. Ugh, that penguin. He's so scary. He's the back of him. He's so big. He's too big. Penguins aren't that big. And oh, look at me. See, I'm doing it. Defaulting to male again. Could easily be a female penguin, but I bet you 99.999%. In fact, I would wager 100% of people refer to the penguin as a boy and use male pronouns because we default to male. It's not great. To see female as secondary, that's not a good thing. But anyway, so this is Cam and Brianna making a snowman, and it's cute even though they're older. It's always cute in my opinion. I'm actually trying to remember if they have separate rooms or if they share a room like dorm style and just have two beds. Let's see. That didn't help. But did I expound enough on the, oh my gosh, that penguin is so scary. Did I expound enough on the baklava? Did I say it right? Balaclava? Balaclava. I don't want to accidentally say the Greek dessert because it has a very similar name as the Greek dessert. I think the Greek dessert is baklava, and this is called a balaclava. Ugh, that is a lot of consonants. Actually, no, it isn't. It's a hard word to say. Balaclava. I mean, not a hard word to say even, but it's easy to mix up is really what I mean to say. But yeah, there they are in their winter gear, and I love how you can match like hats and earmuffs with their winter clothes. And I like how you can turn the ninja hat into a balaclava because that's what it really looks like, and it works. And so yeah, so she looks snug and warm. But okay, moving on. Okay, they're just, look at that crazy freaking penguin talking to that demolished snowman. What a freaking nut. Okay, but here they are building the snowman. Let's move on. Okay, and I guess they're done. And I said I was gonna say snow woman for the for when women are building it, but did I do that? No. I'm trying to undo like decades of programming to call these snowmen, and it's gonna be damn near impossible. So I can only try, and I'm gonna fail a bunch. Probably will fail ultimately because it's not that serious of an issue, but maybe it kind of is. I can never know. Sometimes I feel like that male default thing, white default thing, huge issue, and it has huge ramifications about how we see non-white people and non-male people. But then I'm like, maybe it's whatever, because I'm just so used to it. I don't want to fight every fight, but sometimes it seems like it's worth altering your language for. But most of the time, I will forget, even if I do think it's a big deal. So anyway, so they're done, and they look pretty proud of themselves. At least Vinda is that her name? No, Cameron. Cameron is her name. So I think that redheaded woman, they're not. You see, they're Sims. They're not women or men. But if it would have felt right to call her a girl, even though she's supposed to be like college age, but whatever. The redhead on the couch we saw earlier, that I think her name was Vin Cocker, and this is Cameron Miller, and this is Brianna Miller, and those are her sorority sisters. They're all sorority. They're all from the same sorority, and now these two are living in this cute, lovely little apartment that I'm dying to see the inside of, but I am talking too much. Okay, well, you know what? Even though we're still not in the apartment, I freaking love this picture. You can see the city lights. You can see it looks like they live in the city, which is they do. They live in the city. They live in Belladonna town, and you can see these apartments are like by the near the like edge of the town. Like it's hard to explain, but I'll show you at some point. Um, but yeah, they Cam looks really proud of their work, and I love that. I love this picture. I love how it shows where they live. Okay, yeah, I clearly loved it because here I'm deliberately getting like a proper shot of the city. Oh, I love that. I wish they could live in high rises that high, but alas, they cannot. But it's still really nice. It's great scenery. Okay. Okay, now we are in their place, but not quite in their place because, I mean, we are totally in their place, but we can't see everything just yet. But we can see this plate of salmon. I guess I love salmon because I have my Sims eat it often. Um, I wonder who made this though. Moving on. Oh, Brianna looks so proud of her creation. I guess she made it, and she's, I don't know, putting it all away so they have just leftovers to get into, or maybe she already had a plate and she's putting the leftovers away. I don't know. But I love their apartment, but I also wanted to say I know I shouldn't be so like patting myself on the back with my work, but I love these little apartments. They're just so cute and perfect for poor Sims who are just starting out. Um, and I see Brianna's phone is ringing. And by the way, this is Brianna. This is how she actually looks without the balaclava. So, yeah. Okay. Whoa. Just right into this lights and action and in the city. So, this is Brianna on a date or just a hangout, maybe. Maybe that's even what that phone call was. And another thing I like that I do. Oh, I know what this. Okay, I'll explain. But one thing I want to say I like that I do is I match outfits to events. So you just saw like Brianna's day wear. I By the way, I'm like conflicted between wanting to call her Brianna and Brianna, but you just saw Brianna's day wear. her everyday outfit, but then when she's going to the club, I had her put on like a clubbing outfit. That's why she's wearing this. And this was actually so she went out. I don't remember if she went out because she was invited, or I could have sworn when I had her go out one day, I had her scope the room, and that's how she met this woman who would, I'll spoil it, she would eventually become her girlfriend, because Brianna's a lesbian, BT dubs, and I, I thought she met her by scoping the room, but I can clearly see she has a blue plumb bob indicating that she's like they're in a group hang type of thing. I guess I don't remember very well, or maybe it started out as she scoped the room and then she invited her on a group hang. Maybe that's what that is. But anyway, here they are dancing in a club. This was before I could control her, and as I said, everyone who impacts my Sims life in a significant way has to become playable, and this person, this townie, was just a townie who, was not controllable, but then after she became Brianna's girlfriend, I had to make her a playable, so, she didn't just stay young forever, and she had her own life, and that's like, I'm getting ahead of myself, but that's what happens. So let's go to the next picture, because I think I got that in picture. So here is more, this looks like it could be like a promo picture, because it so perfectly captures like a fun night out for the nightlife expansion pack. And it's like, I'm actually really proud of this picture. It really does look like a nightlife promo pic. But I think there are a number of pictures like this, so let's keep going. Yeah, here's another one. And yeah, these two are like hitting it off. And here's another one, and they're dancing and talking about drinks. Maybe they're getting thirsty. That's very fitting. This looks like such a nice night. Such a it looks fun. It looks like just genuinely fun. Okay. Ooh, wow. Especially with the strobe light right on us. That looks great. I love this. Okay. And now we have, who is this? Oh, this is, what's her face? I don't remember her name, but this will be Brianna's girlfriend. And this is before they're a couple, though. But she must be outgoing because she's in the hot tub naked. And Sims only do that when they're really, really outgoing. I think even though Angela has like all these elements of her personality that suggest she would be more conservative, because she's outgoing, she hot tubs naked. So I just embrace that and say she's not as Rachel Berry-ish as Rachel Berry I don't think would do that, but like Angela would, and that's fine. And here is Brianna joining her would-be girlfriend on their first kind of date. Not official date, though, because it's just a group hang. But this is just all in a day's night. All in a night's night. All in a night's work, I guess. This was just their night. Forever night. If you get that reference, you're a real one. You're a pimp and a cool if you get that reference. Okay. But yeah, so this is Brianna joining her. Alright. And Brianna is not overly confident. She's normal. And so she gets in the hot tub with a regular normal bathing suit. Like a normal person would. Okay. And now here they are and together. And you see how her hair changes? Like, this is her like bikini hair. Is it swimwear hair? So I love that. I love how Sims can match hair to outfit, and I really, really utilize that a lot. Yeah. And so this is almost inappropriate. She doesn't have nipples, which I almost like hesitated to say that, but I will not feel weird about saying the proper names of body parts. So that, I mean, that's the part of the body that seems to be the controversial bit on women, and I guess on fake simulated women too. So maybe, hopefully, this is not considered inappropriate. Um, I would hope not, because it's really just like a Barbie body, but it is like a bit risque, um, with the hinting of the boobage. But okay. There's just more of them. I guess I took a lot of pictures of this, and something I wanted to say is, oh, that I don't quite know where they are. I don't know what club this is, but it looks fun. Okay, now they're getting cuddled up, they're getting close, that's good for what they need to be to each other, which is girlfriend and girlfriend. And now they're cuddling up even more. Oh, okay, now we're done. Good, 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 good. And I guess that little flower on the end is like a sign of how it went. Although, but no, she didn't have that wasn't a date, that was a hangout. But maybe, like, between that last picture and this picture, they actually did have a date, and that's what that flower or rose symbolizes. And it was not a dream date, but a decent date, because dream dates get the big full bouquet. But you know what? I actually think this is a good place to stop, because this is about 160 pictures, and I did talk a lot more than I meant to. I was really hoping this would be like speed round of pictures, but I always end up just talking, and it's not so bad because we're almost done, but I wish I was better about that, because it's such a bitch to edit these. So I guess I will see you at the next part, at part 13, and thank you for sticking around and watching all of this, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye.